Hello everyone, welcome to another Daily Gym. Today is Monday, March 18th. Yes, the day after St. Patrick's Day, 2024. Today I want to talk about when we want to love life more than others want to love life. So the idea with this is that originally I was thinking about when we want to love someone more than they want to love us, and thinking about romantic relationships and friend relationships that I've had where it seems I care deeply for them and they also care deeply for me, but don't want to care so deeply for me and seem to get frustrated and distance and or disconnect and then get really pissed off when I don't meet their level of semi-indifference. I don't know how to call it. It's kind of halfway between indifference and love. Meet their level of liking or medium caring. And I was thinking about doing it about, the love and the care that we have for other individuals. And I thought, but is it really that? Is that just a sub-segment of the bigger issue of how much do we want to love life? How much do we want to care about life? And it's not so much about do we love life? It's do we let ourselves love life? Do we want to love life? So I think about me pursuing a dream and talking about this dream with some people, and some people not seeming so excited, and me wondering, is it because they don't want to pursue their dreams, or because they in some way think life sucks? There are a lot of people I meet who are just like, life sucks. Same shit, different day, life's a bitch and then you die, they say. And so this kind of pessimism, indifference, kind of just floating through life, even either hating life or being somewhat indifferent to it. And I think about people in my life. There was this one girl who told me she didn't want to be in a good relationship because she knew so many women that were in bad relationships. I'm thinking, huh? And at first I took it as, she didn't want to be in a good relationship with me. But the more I thought about it, I don't think she wants to be in a good relationship in general, because if she's happy and excited about life and really glad to be alive, and she's surrounded by people who aren't, it can cause a lot of conflict. People can say, stop dreaming, that'll never happen. Like, you think it's good now, but it won't last. That happened to me too. This guy was bombing me with love and I felt so enamored. And then he pulled out the rug from underneath me and slept with somebody else, and it was a disaster. It will happen to you too. So kind of this pervasive pessimism. And I ask myself, what do I do? What do we do when someone else seems to have this a more pessimistic, a more dismal outlook on life? Do I go on my own way and say, screw this, I'm going to love life, even if you don't want to love life, I'm going to go love it? Do I match them and say, okay, maybe you're right, maybe life isn't as good, and I don't want to stand out and be kind of an outcast in this? Do I try to stay and maintain the difference, which can be really hard because it can come up in almost every single conversation? That guy is such a horrible person, he's so evil. And me like, no, I think he's actually just trying his best, and maybe he had some bad things happen to him when he was a kid, and so he grew up and, no, you're just making excuses. Me, what? I'm just trying to see humanity and appreciate the intentions that so many of us bring to just trying to live life. We can come up in so many different conversations. And okay, so then the other option is for me to stay and try to fight for them. Try to fight for them to also love life. Do I let them hate life and be indifferent to life, Or do I fight for them to also love it? And this can piss people off too. But then again, leaving and letting them be indifferent to it can frustrate them too. So I don't know if there's a win. I don't know if there's a quote unquote right way to do this. It plagues me sometimes, this dilemma. I think often the advice that people give is, some people just don't change, so just go on your way and love your life. And if they don't want to love life, that's their own choice. And then I ask myself, but is that somewhat of an indifferent perspective on it? So how can I go love life and just become indifferent to so many people in my life? Isn't that the opposite of loving life? I don't know. Should I love that people don't love life? Is that a full realization of loving life, is loving that some people want to die or some people don't care if they die? Yeah, so it's just something I've been reflecting on. As you could tell, I obviously don't have any answers right now, and gosh, I've been reflecting on this for a while. So it's one of those things that frustrates me because I wish I had more clarity in how to pursue and how to go forward. I don't know. I wonder if this is something that you've faced as well, where you get surrounded by people who either love it less than you do or love it more than you do, and by it being life. So how is it for you if you're around somebody who seems to say that life is good and they have hope for the future? Does it frustrate you? Do you want them to come down to your level of more hopelessness? Or do you want them to pull you up to be more hopeful and to appreciate the snow falling in March as it makes little drops of water on the windshield? I'm sitting in a car. Or do you want somebody to just say, just to take away some of that joy? I would assume most of us want to love life. And so it just baffles me when people don't. And is it because we get hurt when we love life? When we love it, it can really hurt when it stops snowing because of climate change, or our favorite restaurant closes, or our friend doesn't respond to messages. I mean, is this why we just give up? Maybe that's the answer. Maybe I have my answer. I just don't want people to give up. I hate it. And people have told me in the past, they get annoyed that I don't give up. They're like, why are you so stubborn on this? Why are you so determined? Whether it comes to work or whether it comes to relationships or whether it comes to so many things. They're like, why don't you give up? So much of why don't you just give up already? And I'm asking myself, why do they give up so easily? Why don't they give, why do they give up? Come on, let's go. Let's keep at it, And, so I think, just reflecting on what do we do when we seem to want to love life more than others seem to want to love it. So I'll end on that as the snow starts making more noise, and I'll talk with you all soon.